Hello, everyone, and welcome. My name is Florencia Guglielmetti, and I'm an editor at Mobility Portal. It's a pleasure to welcome you all today and to be part of this conversation. To everyone watching us from different parts of the world, we invite you to join the conversation in the YouTube chat. Let us know where you're from, share your comments, and feel free to send your questions. Today, we will be speaking with Kehua about their participation in Power2Drive, where the company will be presenting its latest technologies related to charging infrastructure and e-mobility solutions. For those who are not familiar with Power2Drive, it's one of the key annual meeting points of the electric mobility and charging infrastructure market in Europe. So this year, one of the major topics is expected to be charging infrastructure for electric trucks, a segment that is gaining a strong attention as Europe works to decarbonize heavy-duty transport. And at the same time, the industry is facing a clear challenge: the lack of suitable charging infrastructure for trucks. This has become even more relevant after the European Union introduced temporary flexibility for manufacturers to comply with CO2 targets for heavy-duty vehicles while keeping the long-term goals in place. Now I have some troubles with my with my eye, but well, we can continue. This is a live, so we can continue with this. So, Power2Drive is not only a place to present new technologies, but also a space to discuss how the sector can scale up the infrastructure needed for the next stage of e-mobility. But well, going back to Kehua, today we will have the opportunity to learn more about the products they will be showcasing, their vision for the sector, and some key insights into the current state and future of the industry. Joining us are two representatives from Kehua. First, we have Daniel Wang, Deputy Director of Product, who will introduce the exhibiting products and walk us through some of the technologies Kehua will be presenting. And we are also joined by Tom Xiang, Head of Sales for Southern Europe, who will share industry insight and give us an introduction to Kehua as a company. Well, now we can put the speakers here with me. Please, the production. Okay. Tom, I need Daniel and Tom. Okay.
Hi, nice to meet
Welcome,
you.
Daniel. How are you?
Hello,
Here
nice
Yeah,
to
you
good
meet
things.
are.
How are
you.
you?
Now I have both of you. Welcome both. Thank you so much for being here with us. I would like to first thank you for being here. I have some trouble with my eye, as you can see.
Hope
It's
everything
very
is okay
funny.
with you.
No, everything is okay. It's
Never
just
mind.
I think that the makeup is the problem. That's the problem. So
Ah,
well, this
okay.
is the things that happen with when we are on streaming. So well, let's chat. I would like to start with Tom today and jump into our first block. We will be start by looking at the European market, which is of course one of the most dynamic regions when it comes to e-mobility and charging infrastructure. So Tom will now walk us through a short presentation to share Kewa's view on the market, the main trends they are seeing, and the opportunities ahead for the sector.
Okay, yes. Thank you, Florencia. And yes, for sure, we did some research, I have to say, for the European market. And then we can also take a look for the EV market and what we are having right now here. And from the data we collected, we can see by 2025, the total numbers of EV on the roads in Europe, it's around 13.5 million. And we only look at the year in the last year, the new registration, it's about 2.9 million. And the penetration rate was more than 26%. So for the forecast by the year 2030, the total numbers of EV on the roads will be around 47.5 million, which is like 3.5 times compared to the current
Okay.
level. And if we go more details from the budget, we can see the passenger cars still take the largest share of the total EV market in Europe. But if we look at the different perspective from the growth rate, we can see the non-passenger cars still has a very tremendous increase of the
Mhm.
non-passenger cars. And if we categorize the non-passenger cars to LCV trucks, buses, we could see more details. And actually, I want to highlight the trucks from the last
Okay.
3 years. If we can see that, the growth rate will be around roughly around 100% already. So
Okay.
if we
Okay.
see the numbers on the right tables, we can also confirm the total numbers, which for the trucks, we have around 28,000, probably 29,000 at this moment. But by the year of 2030, the numbers will be like 230,000. So it's around 7 times compared to the current
Mm.
level. So
It's a lot.
this, yeah, it's quite a lot. And if we go through the tendency of the EV market development in Europe, which drive the very high demand for ultra fast charger deployments across the whole regions.
Okay, perfect. And if we want to talk about the charging infrastructure part,
Yes, of course, of course. We just talked about the EV market till now, so we can see there's still a very big gap for the charging station demand in Europe. According to the latest EFO statistics, we can see the current DC fast charging points number will be around more than 200,000 DC fast charger, and 18.6% of them are public recharging points. And if we look at the only DC fast charging, public fast chargings, by the year 2030, the total numbers will be increased like 3.6 million. If we
okay,
go more details from the power range of the chargers, we can see from the 150 kilowatt to the power of 350 kilowatts, still taking the biggest share of the total charging station market, roughly around 50% already. But still, when we look at uh, the growth rate of the chargers with the output above 350 kilowatt, we can see like in the last 2 years, the growth rate is extremely uh, huge. For
okay.
instance, in the 2023, the growth rate was around 160% compared to the previous year. So we
And
can also see the numbers on the right tables. As you can see, the numbers for the 150 kilowatts to 350 kilowatt. Now on, we have around 100,000 already, and we expect to have 400,000, which is like triple the numbers compared to now. And if we look at the amount of the chargers, which has a power above 350 kilowatt, now we have only 26,000, but in the year of 2030, we will have around 200,000, which is half the numbers of the level which we have the biggest share already here. So we can see the numbers, the big gap, which is around like seven times compared to the install base of current figure.
so if we talk about the electric vehicles ownership and the charging infrastructure, I suppose the potential is very big and the opportunities are big also. So I think that for companies like Kehua, these are good news.
Yes, especially when we look at the detailed numbers like last 2 years, we see a very huge increase in the past 2 years, but probably in 2024 and 2025, the market is cooling down, and we are looking forward to see a increase, smoothly increase from the beginning of this year, probably the Q2, the Q4 of last year already increasing.
Okay, so the trend is going. You said the trucks. The focus has to be on trucks and buses.
Yes, exactly. But the buses that we can see here, the buses already has. If you see the numbers on the right table, we have already more than 32,000 buses on the road, and we
Mm,
expect to have like 50,000 maybe in the year of 2030. So it's not a very big increase, which means that buses, the market is quite mature at this moment.
uh,
But when we look at the trucks, it still start from the very beginning.
Perfect. Tom, there's something else that you want to highlight about this, or we can continue with the second block. I don't know if there's something that remains there.
Yeah, probably for the market insight, I just want to share that the high power charging stations will be like very uh, how to say, it's very significant increases,
Okay,
and we see a very big potential for the market, and we are very straight to enter this market to provide what we have and what our solutions can provide to help the charging infrastructures on this in this market. So probably I can hand it to our my colleague who can better give you more details about the products, the technology, the solutions that we provided.
perfect. Yes, we are going to add here, Daniel, because the idea is to talk about the market perspective to the technology side. Europe is moving fast, and charging infrastructure needs to be not only powerful but also smart, efficient, and reliable. So that's exactly where Kehua solutions come into play. So as Kehua is a highly reliable EV charging equipment supplier from China, we'll now present some intelligent, efficient, and dependable solutions for the e-mobility sector. Well, for this part, I'm very pleased to welcome Daniel Wang, Deputy Director of Products. So I'm going to ask, there it is. Hello, Daniel, welcome.
Yeah,
Um,
hello.
the idea is to introduce that you introduce us the products Kewa is showcasing and walk us through
Yes.
their main features and advantages. So, there is the presentation, perfect. So, Daniel, can you summarize Kewa's core product strength?
So in this year P2D, we bring actually a lot of products into the booth. So first of all is all-in-one charger. We bring 180 all-in-one charger. So right now it's actually pretty hard selling for us, especially in our customers or selling regions, which is left picture. So we have like from 60 to 180 and also 240 to 400 kilowatt, two kind of like models. And also in the middle is our in this booth is like a flagship product. We bring to our gas is 800 kilowatt distributed charging
Okay.
systems, plus our liquid cooled dispensers. Also, more exciting is like the charging modules. Kehua is self-produce and self-research our own power modules. So in this booth, not only we bring you right now the 40 kilowatt, the CE and UR version, but brand new 80 kilowatt VPFC power modules. So this
Okay.
is a general overview our products. Yeah, so this is like what we bring to the P2D. Um, for the car modules, I want to highlight it's like it's kind of for us is revolutionary. Not only for we just increase the power density of the power from 40 kilowatt to 80 kilowatt, the power efficiency has been significantly increased, and also there is very important function is VPFC function, variable power factor correction functions. So with these functions, our which can beneficial for our charger from a purity power consuming device to become as power improvement facilities. So what that means, like before, the power is like purity, like 100% like loads, but right now it's to like improve the power quality of the grid. So with that, for our customer, do not need to purchase like extra SVG, uh, which is more expensive, and also the footprint is big. So right now, the charger could like automatically just adjust the power quality for the like local area. Yeah. So we move to next page.
Yes.
We enter into we sell into global, but we also focus on like especially for the European market. We found our
Okay.
pain points to our customers often to encounter with low profitability, which means they purchase device, they establish the charging sites, but it's hard to make money. And also, at beginning seems fine, but they found the device have a lot of troubles after 1 or 2 years. So operation maintenance becomes like very hard. Um, that is a lot of like times due to the device with very poor reliability. And also, we
Okay.
know in European region, the power grid is not that strong enough. Um, it's like yeah, especially during summer times or some power grid with not enough like power capacities. So a lot of like our customer want to build like large public hubs, but they don't have like enough power in that like region due to the limitation of the grid companies.
Okay.
So, due to these like pain points, we our product definition focus on four categories. So we bring customer more reliable, more intelligent, more user friendly, and life saving operation and mechanics. So this is like
Okay.
we pretty much like categories in two products: all-in-one charger and distributed charging systems. They use into different like charging scenario. All-in-one charger is like ideal for like commercial malls, gas stations, schools, or like hospitals. And the higher power, like 800 kilowatt distributed charging systems, will be for the very big charging hubs, or like free charging, like truck or bus, will be
Okay.
really really good considered for our products. The first of all we want to highlight is like it's high reliability. With definition, we pretty much implant our own DNAs. We called 8 layers of 100 more than 100 protections. So there are actually a lot of like protection measures we don't list in here, but these 8 categories we can summarize into personal charging, personal safety, charging safety, vehicle safety itself, operation and maintenance safety, data safety, and construction or transportation safety. So once we're talking about reliability, the safety is the first priority. Not only we offer high power charging to our end customers, but we have to guarantee with safety. Um, Safety is always like a first priority task. And also inside of like product itself, that's more like a bit more technical. It's like we define our product with high reliable into two terms. One is IP55, which is means like it's withstand the dust proof and also waterproof, and also with anti-corrosion. What that means is like the charger is also need to install near to the shell area or to the bay area. So with IP55 and C4-Edge protection, we pretty much can install our charger into very cold area, like Nordic area, and like very hot area. Like for example, the summertime in South European, like Spain or Italy, and of course can put near to the bay without any trouble of like the charger become rusty outside
Okay.
and looks like very dangerous something. Yeah. Oh, this part is like our inside sort of like very very stand out or jump off the page of the strong suit or advantage. So pretty much like regardless of like all-in-one charger or even though 800 kilowatt, we control our noise level within 65 decibel. So which is like comparatively very, very quiet because our charger could install in near to the residential area and also in the commercial mall, schools, or hospital. So the noise complaint can be very, very sensitive to local
Okay.
area or could be hurting our any CPOs. So that's first one, we control the noise level. And also in second is we can operate from minus 30 to 50 degree. That's we suitable for different environment. Not only for that, even though the outside temperature reach to 50 degree. Um, it's hard to imagine Europe right now, but in India it is. It's very, very hot. So we still, our charger still offer you 100% performance. It's still without any discount. 800 kilowatt still give you 800 kilowatt output without any discount. This is like not only we could sell in European region, but like in Middle East, like in Southeast Asia, like that tropical area, it's really hot. Yeah. So due to why could we do that? Because internal we have special architecture design, and also with abundant like the speeding control into our power modules. So due to those design more close to the hardware or architecture, we can give you it's like high power output, very, very low noise, and also suitable for any harsh environments.
Okay.
And not only for the hardware, we pay a lot of like hard working into software. So those two pictures is kind of like very vivid or very easy to demonstrate. The first of all is like for distributed charging systems. Normally, the very simple way is doing first come first serve. What that means like the first car coming, the charger we offer the maximum power to first car. Then the second car is coming. Okay, so we'll double check what left in the power cabinet, then offer something left or the best outcome into the second car, and third, so on and so forth. So this one is plain and simple, and most of like charging companies using this strategy. But the bad
Great.
part is like kind of like waste energy from the power cabinet or from the whole systems. So based on this like fundamental, Kehua actually using power optimization algorithm. So we for in this case, if like the charging site is very busy, like during the daytime, all the parking lots are packed, we monitoring each vehicles the action needs. So the idea is like we offer the power cabinet could use the maximum power to serving this car without any the power usage. And also, so in that case, for example, like if one car need only like 90 kilowatt, right? In first case, so yeah, for traditional methods, into assign like 3 power modules. But in our case, like we think, okay, if we assign 3 power modules 120, so there will be like 30 kilowatt waste. So in this case, like we only give like 2 power modules 80 kilowatt versus 90. 90 is like actual need. So it's kind of like a sacrifice for 10 kilowatt. So the in the side the EV owner only say, okay, right now it's 80 kilowatt. They do not actually feel like, okay, it's seriously like slow, 80 versus 90. But in this case, like one actually complete power module could ascend to next car, and the next car EV owner could have like much more faster speed fueling. So ideally for we balancing or the optimized like power usage. So ideally the system become like very, very efficient. So by calculation, at least we can boost like power utilization by 30%. This is like when especially during daytime, the charging sites are very busy. But sometimes, usually in some charging sites, they're not that busy. For example, only 1 or 2 cars they are charging. So we are still left a lot of like power left in the power cabinet. In this case, for example, one car only need like 160 kilowatt. Consider we using all the 40 kilowatt power modules inside of the power cabinet. So in this case, like four power modules are using for charging this car. So this is like traditional algorithm or traditional methods. But remember, we still got plenty of power left into our systems. By the characteristics of the charging curves, we know once the charging for not only power modules but for whole systems, it's like maintain 60 to 70% will give you the best efficiency. It's like can reach to the apex. So in this case, once we found there are extra power left into power cabinet, we instead of like we give four power modules, we give six, so that whole system could maintain like into 60 to 70%. The best part of this is like not only for the system become like high efficient, what that means
Okay.
like our customers, because system efficiency is quite high, they just have to pay less power, less bill to the grid companies because there's not much waste in the electricity. And also, after quality time, long time, if our systems or power modules maintain around 60 to 70%, could extend the lifespan of the equipments. So it's like a two beautiful part. If we're talking about the life circle, sort of like ROI or overall like
Okay.
income will be much more better. User friendly. This is like considered for especially for European market. So which means like make our end customers happy during the charging. Not only for okay, I can fulfill mission for charging, but during the charging, whether the filling or is there any troublesome to for our EV owners are also very important. So first of all, we're compatible with all kind of EVs, regardless of like normally passenger cars, vans, bus, or heavy duty vehicles. So it's all compatible on the market. Second of all, is like connect to the back end, or normally known as operation platform. Right now, we are through OCPP or 1.6J, but in the end of this year, we were coming up with 2.0.1J, 2.0.1 in the end of this year. So because like different region with different shopping habits, especially we know in European region, our customers still used to like use credit card payment terminal, right?
Okay.
So they either using cash or credit card. So the multiple authentication or multiple start methods or payment methods also important. We can either start by using scanned QR codes or swap cards by credit card or auto charge or plug and charge functions into our charger. The cable management systems, not only the cable will not dredge on the ground, but once any people, like including men or female or senior age people, or even like kids, wants to stretch or pulling our connector will be much more easier. They plug into a car, feel no resistance. It's like much more save energy, and also the cable management system is very rigid without any chance to broken. Also,
Okay.
human and machine interaction very important because this is like first sort of like when people start charger or finish charging, they have to face the screen. So we do like very intuitive and also instructive. So in the first column or the second column, there is simple like instruction to tell you how to charge. In case our end customer, they're new EV owner, or also in case some charging sites without any instructions, you just read our UI is also fine. And also our interaction is what we call the double interaction. You can, which means you can either use the touch screen, touching like
Okay.
iPad or touching like smartphone, or there are four physical buttons. You could either use that. It's like a same operation. So during the raining day or very cold day, you're with gloves, you can just like touch the buttons. That's fine. Or you want like a very simple operation, just touch a screen. So in that case, either or operation could offer to our customers. In the end, is very important. Like in Europe, it's called a FIA. So it's a necessary. We consider our charger as infrastructure. So which means like we have same chance to all people, not only for the normal people, but also for wheelchair user. We have no trouble to using the charging facility for charging any vehicles. So one wheelchair user could reach to the operation area without any troubles by starting or finishing charging. Yeah.
Okay.
And this is, I would say, not last but not the least important. It's operation and
Okay.
maintenance. Yeah, because not only we sell our charger to customer, we say that's it. We don't need to worry about anymore. No, there will be something to consider. It's maintenance. There will be if maintenance is bad, there will be continue the money gonna spend on this maintenance. So during the R&D, we consider maintenance already for like routine for the dust filter replacement. For any screws, you don't need to use screwdrivers. Use your hand to take off the screws. Then take out the dust filter, shake it or replace new one, put it back, then turn the screw on. 5 minutes job, always 5 minutes, even though we test many times. So which consuming very less time because in especially in European region the field service it's expensive. They actually count by hours or count by
Of course.
days for charging. Yeah, and the second one is also our one of our I will not say secret weapons, but one of the Kehua's very prompt function. It's once in the field, we replace the power module, right? So replace power module very easy, become very easy. You plug out the power module, plug in, and that's it. So without what? Without we don't have to set up address into power modules, but comparing to most suppliers or traditional methods, once you plug in the power module, you have to check the dictionary or check the user manual to set up address from 1 2 3 4 5. Otherwise, if the wrong address is setting, it's not going to working for charging, or there will be malfunction in the charger. So we found okay, if we want to saving this much time and also trying to avoid mistake making by field engineer, we just have to offer the without syncing methods. So in this case, you don't have to worry anything. Just plug out the power module, plug in, and wait for a little bit. That's it, without any human machine like setting extra. And also for operation maintenance platform, and also the web interface are very important. Before usually like any mistakes happens or any failure happens, our customer just call us. But in the phone or through the email, customer only say, okay, there might be something wrong with your charger. We don't know what is wrong. Please send some guys here for checking. But there are a lot of time wasting the checking without any notice. So in this case, we double check from our maintenance platform to remote diagnose or remote status checking. And in our platform, there will be showing exactly the charging logs, or even though with some details, you can tell us, okay, one certain power module is broken, or some fans with malfunctions. Then the field engineer will be prepared. He just bring brand new power module or brand new fans or contactors to the field with preparation. This is the first good part. If there is software questions will be even more simple. If only software questions, we just only have to just updating our firmware or software through OTA function without any sending any people to the field. So yeah, without this, so we don't know what's the reason of the failure. You always send people to the field, even though it's a very simple failure, but it's still costs a lot. So with this very intelligent tools,
Of
which
course.
can saving our end customers not only just in money or cost, but a lot of time. The charging size could operate still okay for serving for the end drivers. This is the most important. Okay. Oh, and this part also in the P2T, we will actually provide our solution. So Kehua is not only could offer the charging facility, like in our company, we also have other business group. So what it means like we can offer what we call all-in-one solution. So which means like PV plus BESS battery energy storage system plus charging. This is a whole hybrid solution is all offered by one same company. So beautiful part is once we found this, it's like very big project or very big program need PV, which means green power, and also there might be the power capacity is not enough in the region, so need BESS, and also they want to build a lot of like charging sites or charging points. So in this case, so the PESS charging become like the all-in-one solution. So all the not only the all the devices come from Kehua, but we offer the same quality, the same service, and the same guarantee. And also in this case, all the protocols talk to the EMS will be same protocols from Kehua. So in this case, in this project, like the customer will be happy. So one company could offer one final solution.
Okay. I don't
Yeah,
know
I think that is my part
if-
of sharing regard to the P2D. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Daniel, for that product, such a deep product introduction, and for walking us through the Kewa's latest solutions for EV infrastructure charging. I would like to ask you just one question: if you have to summarize Kewa's core product strength, like in a
Yeah.
few words, what would you say?
I would say first, high quality. High quality is always we promise to our customers. High quality can be like hardware and also software as well. So high quality and also our operation and maintenance. We consider for not only we sell to our customers like mission finish. No, we consider for 5, 7, 10 years life cycle. The product management or our promising. So that's what we offer. It's more like not only for it's just one product. It's like a solution and also a promise to our customers.
And all these solutions are coming to Europe. What additional solution can Kiwa provide for European market scenarios? You have mentioned some of them.
Yeah. So like before, because of like European region is not uh, looking for one single product and also looking for solution, a lot of area is like without much power capacity or also applying for the capacity from power company can be long time for the
Mhm.
permission for the construction. So like I introduced the battery energy storage system plus charging become like very compulsory if it especially make it one real example is that right now our project in Bulgaria, it's BESS plus charging. It's
Mhm.
not only helping for sort out the power shortage in that area, but also offer the fast speeding charging. And they have like a very intelligent like control, sort of like
Okay.
uh, on peak, off peak, there is like the power using during the day. So once we there can be like profitable during the peak and off peak time. So such as like in the peak time, they use the power from battery, and during the off peak time, they're using from the grid. So there will be the profitable from these two times. So which is all come from the beneficial from our one-stop solution or all-in-one solution.
Perfect, Daniel. Very, very interesting. Now that we have seen the technology side, let's take a step back and learn a little more about the company behind this solution. Kewa is a company with 38 years of experience in power electronics, and that background is very important when we talk about reliability, efficiency, and long term performance in charging infrastructure. So, for this next part, I would like to bring back Tom into the conversation. Tom will give us a brief introduction to Kewas as a company, sharing more about its story, expertise, values, and also its vision for the European market. Tom, welcome back.
Thank you, Florencia, and thank you, Daniel, for your very detailed introduction of our product, solutions. Everything was amazing.
Yes.
Thank you.
Well, thank you, Daniel. We will put the presentation of Tom. Let's see if my production team is working out. It's
Yeah, I
they're
think it's
amazing. The team is amazing.
yeah, it's fast. Okay.
Well, so
Yeah. Yes. After
well,
listening to Daniel's presentation of our products and solution, I think some of the audience they are very curious about our company and what we are doing and what we are capable to do and what we really provided to this market. So I would like to give you like a very brief introduction of our company, including
sure.
history and also capability of our company. And as you can see from the very beginning, I just want to give you a background of where we started.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kehua was founded in 1988, so in a very northern southern part of China, and then we established our business unit, which is Shenzhen Kehua, in 2001, and then the whole group went public in 2010. But at that moment, Kehua was the first one company which was in the industry of power electronics in China, which went public at that moment.
Okay.
And after 4 years, we start our business for the EV charging industry because at the moment, the industry allowed the private enterprises to enter this industry. And then we starting from there to start our story and every industry experiences with e-mobility. So, and then after that, we launch our power modules and also then the AC charger, DC charger, including now the megawatt charging system. And from the last 2 years, we starting to enter in the overseas market. At the beginning of that moment, we starting from the power modules for the overseas market, especially for the Korean market, Japanese market, and we are quite strong at that because, like Daniel was mentioned, that the core DNA of our company is that the power conversion from AC to DC
Okay.
and DC to AC. So that is quite important for us. And I will also give you more details according to that.
Okay.
And as you can see here, our total group has like four business layouts. The first one
Mhm.
is our EV chargers, which is Shenzhen Kehua, and the other one is critical power. We're providing our UPS and critical power, and also the renewable energy will produce the PV inverter, PCS, BESS system, and everything that related to the renewable energy. And the last one is our data center. In China, we built our self-built data center and rented to the IT company. But for the overseas market, we also provide the hardware or the turnkey solutions, like everything together to our company, to our clients, in especially in Essence and also in the, yeah, more or less in that part at this moment.
Okay. Very good.
Yes.
No, no, it's okay. It's okay. So it's you give a more integrated solution, we can say.
Yes, yes. So that's why Daniel was mentioned that we can provide like turnkey solutions that including the PV and also including the BESS and everything that battery system. And also we know how to integrate it with all the devices independently.
Okay.
And here are some achievements in regards of our EV charging industry. We are ranking as annual quality gold award in China for some years, and also from so far we have already deployed 300,000 charging modules and also
Oh,
100,000 chargers already. But most of them are installed in China. We just get
okay.
started for the overseas market, but we expect very big increase in the coming years.
O sea, so you're mostly they are in China, but like in Asia, for example, in which other countries we can find Kewa's infrastructure?
Chargers.
chargers?
Okay. Outside China, actually, we provide quite a lot, a very big amount of charging modules in Korea, in Japan. That's quite a lot. We supply the hardware, the core components to the charger manufacturers in local, which was quite strong there. And
Mm-hmm.
also for the complete chargers, we have already some references, some cases in Thailand, in the Middle East, and also in Europe,
Okay,
but not very many. So we are looking
of course.
forward to have
That's the
more
idea.
this year, yes.
Perfect.
And regarding to the R&D strengths, we attach a very great importance on the R&D development of our company. And as you can see, we have three R&D centers. One is in our headquarters in Xiamen, and the other one is specifically for our EV chargers in Shenzhen. And we have also the other one is for like we build our all necessary laboratories and also the simulation platforms there. So so far we have five senior experts with spatial allowance from the Stock Council of China, and we also strongly getting involved in the national levels of spatial projects and also copyrights and industry standards. So as you can see, we have now more than 2,500 copyrights and patents so far.
Wow, that's
And
a lot.
also our R&D engineers is more or less like 1,200 already.
Wow, it's incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in terms of production capability, so far we have six manufacturing bases. As I just mentioned, our headquarters is
Mm-hmm.
located in Xiamen, and we have one of our biggest factory in Zhangzhou, which is for the key components and also for the transformers, for the middle levels of the power parts there. And also the Xiaomi factory is specifically for the PV inverter energy storage system. And we have also one of our factory specifically for the EV charger located in Foshan. And
Okay.
the most recent one is the Xiang'an factory, which probably will be merged together with Xiamen factory in the coming years. And we have also one of the factory located in overseas in Malaysia, which we have already put in operation for some years. And the
Wow. I have never been
total,
in China, so I have to go there. It's amazing everything you have. All the
yes,
bases.
yeah.
Wow.
When you come here, just let me know. I will invite you.
Perfect. I will. I will.
We have a lot of locations in China. We have like 56 offices in China located in different provinces.
And what's your favorite from? If you have to choose one of them, what is the one that you like most?
I have to say the headquarters because I base in Xiamen.
Ah, okay, okay, okay. Makes sense.
And this is the services for the European market. Like Daniel was saying, the services and also the maintenance is quite important for our end user clients. So we provide the full lifecycle technical services. Like we have our already local branch in Poland. We have our local employees and also a full team there. Including sales, after sales, pre-sales, and also marketing. And we have all our guys there. And
Okay,
also the rapid response, we can support online and also on-site support.
perfect.
And we are also doing the maintenance to do the commissioning, field services, and training. And also now we are trying to create the online academic.
Okay. Wow. There are so many things that you are doing there in Kehua. We are
Yes.
going to work a lot with you, considering that probably you're giving us so much news. Okay.
Yes, that is like I think that is all about our companies. It's very
Mm.
brief introduction of our company. I hope that will give you a little bit more details or background that you can understanding what who we are and what we
Mhm.
provided and what our strategy is for the European market, for the overseas market, and what we are doing right now, and for the what positioning we are putting ourselves on the market. As you can see from the partner, we are
Mhm.
selecting all the tier one or very strong partner to develop together, to collaborate together, to grow together, and such as Shell, BP, Total. We are already supply the charging, complete charging to expanding their charging network in China, and also like very famous automaker BYD, Geely, Li Auto, and
Oh,
everything that is working with us already, and all some of them we are working very fine and trying to explore our collaborations in the near future.
so these are
So
huge companies. I am
yes,
seeing this brand and they're very, very big. So I think the idea is to do this strategy connected with this kind of partners, the huge ones.
yes. So that is our main strategy for the partnership. That to link
Hmm.
with our partner, they are giving us the opportunity that we work together to grow together to go far from the e-mobility industry.
Perfect. I don't know if there's something more that you want to highlight. If not, I would like to continue with the close of this stream, but I don't know if there's something else that it remains.
I think that is pretty much from my side, and I hope
Uh,
that it's a little bit clear for everyone
yes.
uh, till now.
I think this gives us a much better understanding not only of Kewa's technology but also of the experience and the strategy behind it. It's clear that the European market represents a very important opportunity for the company, especially at a time when charging infrastructure needs to scale up with reliable, intelligent, and efficient solutions. So, thank you very much, Tom, for this presentation. I would like to put here also Daniel, so we can close all together this streaming
Okay.
program. Let's see. There you are, Daniel. Welcome again. So,
Thank you.
guys, thank you so much, Tom and Daniel, for sharing your insight with us today. And of course, thank you to Kehua for being part of this webinar and for giving us a closer look at the company's participation in Power2Drive, of course. Before we close, I would like to give each of you 1 minute for a final message since Kehua will be present at Power2Drive. This is also a great opportunity to invite our audience to visit you at the event, learn more about your solution, and connect with your team directly. So, Tom, let's start with you. What would you like to share with our audience before we close?
Okay, thank you, Florencia, and thank you for inviting us today, and also thank you for all audience that come to our streaming. And I think it's a very good opportunity for us to get starting from here because we are going to present ourselves, our product, our solutions at the Power to Drive, and we are looking forward to see all the potential partners in Europe, in Germany, in any countries in Europe, and we are looking forward to create like an ecosystem. We are not just directly providing the hardware, we are providing the turnkey solution. We are trying to get connected with EMS, with EPC, and also the
Mhm.
services provider. We are trying to create like a ecosystem with all potential partners, and we are trying to see if we what we can do to accelerate the development in Europe and for this industry, for the e-mobility industry.
Very clear, Tom. Thank you so much. Daniel, now over to you. What's your final message for the audience?
Yeah, I think thank you for the time and opportunity for us for demonstration ourselves in here. Not only for the technical part, but most importantly, it's like company part. And also, like Tom said, we're not only the hardware company, only offer one piece of hardware, but more is more. Solution is more important, and solution beyond philosophy is like trust to our customers. So I think Tom actually expressed most hospitality for May and for Kehua, and for other things like we are looking forward. Any guys come to our booth, and we are looking forward for some productive communication into our booth, and we want to make more communication about our products, about our potential correlations. So I think this is all I want to share at this moment. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Daniel. And with that, we come to the end of today's streaming. I want to thank Tong Sean and Daniel Wang for joining us, and Kewa for being part of this conversation with Mobility Ports. And it was a pleasure to learn more about the company, its technology, and its vision for the European charging infrastructure market. And of course, thank you to everyone in the audience for joining us today. We hope you found this conversation useful and inspiring. I have seen that the chat has moved a lot today. We didn't have time enough to reply some questions, but I invite Tom and Daniel then after when you want. Now they're in China, it's 12 o'clock p.m. So I suppose that you want to, I don't know, maybe go to a party or go to sleep. I don't know, but maybe on Monday when you come back to work, you can see all the comments and reply them if you want. I think that there has been a lot of interesting questions for both of you. And well, to stay updated with more interviews, webinars, and news about electric mobility and charging infrastructure, I invite you to follow Mobility Portal on LinkedIn and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you again for being with us, and we hope to see you in the next streaming program. Goodbye, everyone, and thank you so much.
Goodbye and thank you.